Okay, I saw the new Resident Evil movie, and I personally thought it sucked, so it made me want to play this game, which is
Kenneth, please come this way.
Resident Evil Outbreak File 2, and I don't really want to say much about the new Resident Evil movie. I just totally thought it sucked. Well, one, I've got a guest star, Tyrant. He's a little mad. He hasn't made an appearance in a single Resident Evil movie yet. They still insist on using the T virus, which is not shaped. The T cells in the blood cells probably would not be shaped like T's like they are in the movie. They are called the T virus because it is the Tyrant virus. That's right, Tyrant. It's take that for you. And he's very sad because he hasn't been in a movie, even though he was so awesome in the game. Sorry, he was a little blurry. But this, I'm in the second scenario, which is the first scenario after the training scenario, which is in the zoo, where I am being okay. When I'm out here, these idiots keep running through here and getting attacked by a giant, crazy elephant. If I go through here, it's been a while since I've played this, and I've never beat the scenario because the elephant scares me, actually. Scary elephant. Okay, so I give every one of the movies a chance. At least, I go, and then I I know I'm not gonna see.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I just thanked the Gravid Jackal for.
Thanks.
Yes.
Yes, die already.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm gonna go inside because the music changed, which says the elephant is coming. And I'm really just not very good at games. But I like to watch people play more than I like to actually play. But anyway, I give every one of the movies a chance because I don't, like to think that the movie's gonna suck just because all the other ones pretty much did. When the first movie came out, I thought, oh well, okay, well let's just see where they go. I mean, I didn't think I didn't love it, and I think it's the only one that anywhere near captured the ambiance of the games. But, it's like, okay, so they introduced a whole new character, and if they don't use any of the characters from the game, then that might be okay. And, I understand they're under the constraints of the studios and of Capcom. Capcom didn't want something that closely resembled the games. But when you're trying, to put something onto screen that is pre-existing, and it just is cheating the fans of the, and it happens in books, in comic books and video games, where they try to adapt it for the screen and they do it poorly. And my favorite example of this would be Batman. I mean, there's the general public, and then there's the diehard fans. And the general public, it was familiar with the Batman of the television, the Adam West Batman, which wasn't really Batman at all. So when the Batman movie franchise, prior to the one that's going on now, starring Michael Keaton, came out, people were like, well, what the heck is this? This isn't the Batman we know. the general public didn't know that back then. I personally thought Michael Keaton did a very good job as Batman. Considering what he had, but it wasn't the Batman that people were used to, and so they changed they changed directors, they changed actors, and the movies just steadily got worse and worse. It's happened in other instances where they've tried to, there's never going to be everyone that's happy with any of these adaptations. Like, you look at the adaptations of I Am Legend. You've got Last Man on Earth starring Vincent Price, Omega Man starring Charlton Heston, and I Am Legend starring Will Smith, and none of them are really exactly like the book, and none of them are really what I was looking for. I mean, because I love that book. It's just, I just really love that book, and when you're watching the one that most closely resembles, I'd have to say, is Last Man on Earth with Vincent Price, but it's still not really the same. There are, instances where they changed names, and I wasn't quite sure why they did that, but, they're all good movies. I don't hate any of them, but I'm just using them as an example for movies that didn't strictly follow, but not in a bad way. Resident Evil doesn't follow the story in a bad way, because the way they did these movies invalidates all of the characters, basically, that we know and love. In the second one, you've got Jill, and she is just a useless character. And the only person that can do anything I'm getting attacked by this stupid dog, and I have to reload my gun at the same time. That's just annoying. And if you reload, all the reloading and stuff. If he would just die, I would be fine. There we go. The elephant went away. And he's not dead. Okay, now he's dead. But at least the elephant went away. I didn't have to encounter the elephant. But anyway, those movies, what the hell happened to you?
Oh, yeah.
How am I in caution?
Hey, you.
Idiot.
Kevin. Hey, you!
Okay, I'm really annoyed now because he's injured. The elephant is coming. And I have to get him to the door. And we're all going to die.